up? You rock with King, and I'd like to welcome you to the Hood on Lock. What's up? What's up? What's good? And as always, I'd like to welcome you motherfuckers to the Hood on Lock. I'm your host and CEO, and I appreciate everybody who tapped the fuck in. As always, I gotta give a shout out to everybody or the first in my chat. My nigga SL in the motherfucking building first. Appreciate you tapping in right up under here. My fan band, Miss Howard. Right up under hers, my nigga James. My girl Vicky. Janice, Joe Uncool. Miss Goldie in the motherfucking building. Oh, shit. What's good, everybody, man? Let me see what y'all saying. West, hey. Hey. Salute Hood. Much love, real gang, for sure. No kissing and hugging, girl. You got a husband who loves you. Come on, I got the livest show on this motherfucker. If they would legally let me do other shit, I would do a lot more with my show, but I'm already pushing the line with just the intro and the outro. That's sad though. I can't give y'all like a full show the way I want to because of copyrights and all that other shit. If they ever create a platform like YouTube where I can do this and just fully be uncensored, you know what? I might do it on my own.com site. You know what? I might actually do that. I might actually think about just doing the Hood on Lock on my own.com site. I'm gonna look into that. I'm definitely gonna let y'all know about that in the future, y'all, because I definitely want to give y'all a super live show, and I can't do it with all these restrictions. He said Century Club and James famous Jerry's famous deli days when this was banging. Yeah, I just wanna fuck you. You can't be touching and hugging, girl. You got a husband who loves you. You gotta give me a quality time. That was my shit when it came out. You keeping the West Coast, homie, is lit. Yeah, you know I gotta keep it West. You know, don't get it fucked up though. I show love everywhere, but I'm gonna definitely represent the home team. Clubhouse, what you mean Clubhouse? I do have Clubhouse, and I am trying to integrate Clubhouse with the show. Actually, no, I could start today. Actually, so if you want to participate on this today's show right now through Clubhouse, all you gotta do is open up the motherfucking app and follow the Hood on Lock, and I can bring you guys on the show that way too. Joe made me do it a lot sooner than what I was supposed to, but fuck it, why wait? So if you want to, instead of calling in or hitting the StreamYard link, if you want to participate through Clubhouse, I'm about to open up a room right now. Add a title. I'm gonna name it Brittany Gosney, which is what today's about. Kills her son trying to abandon him. All right, I set the title. Let's go. So now, for those that want to participate via Clubhouse, you can now participate. Follow the Hood Unlocked, same way it's about on the show. And you good. She said, I like that song, man. Like it. I love that song. So yeah, y'all, we motherfucking lit on Clubhouse right now. So feel free to tap in that way. So if you can want to, you can call the calling number at the bottom of the screen. You can click the StreamYard link that I'm about to put in the chat, or you can tap in with us via Clubhouse, the Hood on Lock. That's the StreamYard link for those that want to come up. Now, today's show, y'all, I know y'all came because y'all saw the title, is a very fucked up, sad, and unfortunate situation. Now, the Hood don't have no kids of his own, but I've been a stepfather to a few kids in my lifetime. And I've always loved my stepkids when I was with the parents the same way I would of my own. But I don't understand how you can kill a kid, especially own fucking kid. Shit's crazy, ain't it? Well, check out today's topic and feel free to call in via StreamYard link, Clubhouse, or the link in the chat. This woman, for whatever reason, decided to abandon all three of her kids. Her goal was to go to the park, leave them there, and disappear, y'all. Well, while she was doing that, one of the kids, like any other kid would do, ran after their mother. And somehow, while chasing the car, she ran over one of her kids. After running over her kid, she didn't care to call the police. She didn't care to call the ambulance. Shit. She didn't care to pick up the boy's body and drive him to the nearest hospital. Instead, her and her fucked up ass husband threw the body in the river, y'all. Threw the fucking body in the river. Prayers out to this little angel, this little child who is now an angel, and hopefully is in an environment now where he can be cared and loved for in our heavenly gates for those that believe. I just don't get why I keep running around these stories of tragic situations with kids. How could you leave your three kids anywhere willingly? And then it makes me wonder, did you see your kid chasing after you? How did you run over your kid and you didn't see him? Like, what was your mindset? I just don't get it. So as always, I'm going to show y'all some of this content, and then I'm going to get some of you guys' opinions on the topic. Hold on, Vicky. I got you in 1 second.
Today, a trial date is now set for Brittany Gosney in the murder of her 6-year-old son. The Middletown mother now set to go on trial in September or on September the 20th in the murder of James Hutchinson. Investigators say Gosney ran over her son earlier this year while trying to abandon all three of her children in a park in Preble County. Gosney and her boyfriend, James Hamilton, are then accused of dumping little James's body in the Ohio River in Lawrenceburg. It has not been found. Hamilton's charged with kidnapping. His trial date is set for October the 4th.
Honey, I've caught you in like 5 lies in about 2 minutes.
Another round of interrogations for Brittany Gosney. Here she explains what happened inside her Middletown home the night before her youngest son, James Hutchinson, was killed. Gosney claims her boyfriend, James Hamilton, abused all three of her kids.
He had tied up all three of my children, stuck dirty underwears in their mouth.
And he was beating them, literally beating them. I could hear thumps on the floor.
Gosney says the kids spent about 3 hours hogtied in a closet. She says Hamilton was going to get rid of them by leaving them at Rush Run Park.
Yes, he said all he could do is just leave them there or tie them up to something and leave them there and let the coyotes eat them.
Instead, Gosney herself drove her children there in the middle of the night. She dropped them off, and as she drove away, James held onto a door handle. It's believed he was dragged to his death. The next day,
Oh,
Gosney and
wow.
Hamilton drove
Hold up,
James's
hold
body
up,
to the
hold up.
275.
Now, you guys know when I do this, I do listen to some of the reports to get an idea of what's going on, but I like to also listen to the majority of it with you guys so I can be shocked with you guys or, try to get understanding with you. I knew she had hit the boy, but I was unaware of how it happened. In my mind, I was picturing her running him over, but instead, her son held onto the door. Keep in mind, this is in the middle of the night. It's probably cold. It's dark. Of course, he's probably afraid. And while holding on the door, bitch, you drug him? You drugged your own son to death? That's fucked up. Let's go ahead and finish listening to the rest of the report, you guys.
Bridge in Lawrenceburg, making a brief stop so Hamilton could tie a cinder block around the 6-year-old's body.
And he had this rope that he got for work use and was using it to wrap the James and the center block. Stopped to the middle of the bridge, told me to get out, hurry up and open the back passenger side door, and I was to grab his feet.
Now, you guys have to run outside real quick, so I'm going to restart the video, and I should be back by the time it's done. Y'all just bear with me. Thank you.
Honey, I've caught you in like 5 lies in about 2 minutes.
Another round of interrogations for Brittany Gosney. Here she explains what happened inside her Middletown home the night before her youngest son, James Hutchinson, was killed. Gosney claims her boyfriend, James Hamilton, abused all 3 of her kids.
He had tied up all 3 of my children, stuck dirty underwears in their mouth.
And he was beating them, literally beating them. I can hear thumps on the floor.
Gosney says the kids spent about 3 hours hogtied in a closet. She says Hamilton was going to get rid of them by leaving them at Rush Run Park.
Yes, he said all he can do is just leave them there or tie them up to something and leave them there and let the coyotes eat them.
Instead, Gosney herself drove her children there in the middle of the night. She dropped them off, and as she drove away, James held onto a door handle. It's believed he was dragged to his death. The next day, Gosney and Hamilton drove James's body to the 275 bridge in Lawrenceburg, making a brief stop so Hamilton could tie a cinder block around the 6-year-old's body.
And he had this rope that he got for work use and was using it to wrap the James and the center block. Stopped to the middle of the bridge, told me to get out, hurry up and open the back passenger side door, and I was to grab his feet and help him toss the child over. We tossed him around the splat because of the brick being heavy.
Right.
And Gosney did plead guilty to murder. She's currently serving a life sentence. Hamilton pleaded guilty to kidnapping, gross abuse of a corpse, and 2 counts of child endangering. He's scheduled to be sentenced next month. Reporting live tonight in Butler County, Karen Johnson, WLWT News 5.
Ooh, made it back just in time. Give me 1 second, y'all. Vicky, what's good with you, baby girl?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, man. What you think about this bullshit so far? I got more to bring you on this story, but so far, what do you think about this fucked up situation?
I don't know. The whole time I was listening to it, I was trying to see if they had the death penalty in the state.
It definitely. Go ahead.
I don't know. Some people just deserve to get tortured to death, you know?
Well, definitely need to get fucked up. I don't know if I'm gonna use the word torture, but I get what you come in with it. What do you say? It was 3 kids. One kid was holding on to the door and was drugged to death. She dropped them off in the middle of the night, probably freezing cold. Well, whether it was cold, it don't matter. In the middle of the night, all they know is they mom and dad, and you're trying to leave them. So you was able to continue driving, looking at one of your kids hold on to the door for dear life until that kid was killed. Then you stop the car, at some point pick up the body or retrieve the body and throws it in the river. Hold on real quick, Vicky. Let me show some more content real fast.
While he was small.
Well, let me see if I want to go to that one first. Hold on, give me 1 second. No, I don't want to go to that one yet. Hold on. I'm going to definitely show you guys the content that you just heard and saw, but there's a certain order I got to do it in, y'all, so you guys just bear with me. This shit is just sad. Press this little boy.
Details tonight involving Brittany Gosney and the murder of her son, James Hutchinson. Butler County Prosecutor's Office just released the interrogation tapes where Gosney tells police just what happened to her son. WCPO 9 News reporter Taylor Nimmo listened to the hours of long video. Some of it pretty difficult to hear.
What's good, audio crack?
Police have released video from the interview where detectives questioned the Middletown mother who admitted to killing her 6-year-old son back in February. There's over 3 hours of footage from that interview.
I said, I don't remember picking him up, taking him downstairs.
You don't remember anything about picking him up, taking him downstairs in the middle of the night?
Hey, for real,
Gosney
Joe.
was sentenced to life in prison for the murder of her son, James Hutchinson.
I need to know what happened last night with your boy, your 6-year-old.
For over an hour, Gosney denies any involvement while talking to Detective John Hoover. She says her boyfriend woke her up, saying her son James was missing.
Okay, so you need to be very smart, and honesty goes a long, long way with me. And if there's any criminal charges in the future, honesty goes a long way.
Detective Hoover leaves the room. When he comes back, he tells Gosney her boyfriend, James Hamilton, was placing the blame on her. Gosney then changes her story as to what happened on February 28th.
James told me to get rid of the kids.
Authorities say James died when he tried to grab her van door, and Gosney drove away, dragging him as she drove off.
But you, hold on, you have to drive that kid a long distance
and he got up
to physically hurt that
and
kid.
then fell back down. I guess I kind of probably made him hurt his knee on the ground or something, and he lost his balance. He tried to catch his balance. He didn't get to.
According to police, Gosney later confesses that her and Hamilton drove down Interstate 275 and put her son's body in the Ohio River. His body has still not been found. Hamilton will be sentenced on October 4th and faces up to 15 years in prison. Reporting from Hamilton, Taylor Nimmo, WCPO 9 News.
Hamilton pleaded.
So she blamed it on her husband when you kind of find out. Some more shit I want to show you guys, man. It's my piece of soldier too, man. Could you imagine your mom and dad leaving you stranded somewhere, like nowhere, out in the open, and you holding on to the car for your dear life, trying to just go home with your parents, the only people you know and love? Like, I don't know. I just got the ability to look at it from either or party situation. And when you look at it from the kid's perspective, that's a fucked up feeling for your parents not to want you, to be purposely trying to leave you stranded at night in the middle of a park, no food, nowhere to go, nobody you know, Anything could have happened to these little kids. Stranger could have got them, molested them, trafficked them, hurt them. But instead, their own fucking mother and dad, who gave them life, was the first ones to do it. I don't get you, motherfuckers.
Had this case proceeded to trial, the state would have been prepared to prove beyond a reasonable doubt as an account 19 kidnapping. On or about February 25th, 2021 through February 26th, 2021, at 507 Crawford Street in the city of Middletown, Butler County, Ohio, James R. Hamilton did by force, threat, or deception, or in the case of a victim under the age of 13 or mentally incompetent, by any means remove another person from the place where the other person is found, or restrain the liberty of the other person for the purpose to terrorize or to inflict serious physical harm on the victim or another, when the offender releases the victim in a safe place unharmed, which constitutes the offense of kidnapping a second-degree felony.
We are live on Clubhouse right now, too, so feel free to tap in that way for those that be on Clubhouse.
Did, either acting as principal and or in complicity with Brittany Gosney, hogtie James Hutchinson, date of birth 6/30 of 2014, tying his hands and feet behind his back and place a cloth material in his mouth, with purpose to terrorize and or inflict serious physical harm to James Hutchinson. As the count 23, endangering children. On or about February 25th, 2021 through February 26th of 2021, at 507 Crawford Street in the city of Middletown, Butler County, Ohio, James R. Hamilton did recklessly torture or cruelly abuse a child under 18 years of age, or a mentally or physically handicapped child under the age of 21, which constitutes the offense of endangering children, a third-degree felony, and violation of revised code section 2919.22b2. To wit, James R. Hamilton did, either acting as principal and or in complicity with Brittany L. Gosney, hogtie R.G., date of birth 10/19 of 2011, tying her hands and feet behind her back and place a cloth material in her mouth, reportedly leaving the child in that position for hours. On or about February 25th of 2021 through February 26th, 2021, at 507 Crawford Street in the city of Middletown, Butler County, Ohio, James R. Hamilton did recklessly torture or cruelly abuse a child under 18 years of age, or a mentally or physically handicapped child under 21 years of age, which constitutes the offense of endangering children, a third-degree felony, in violation of revised code section 2919.22b2. To it, James R. Hamilton did, either acting as principal and or in complicity with Brittany L. Gosney, hogtie LG, date of birth 7/21/2013, tying his hands and feet behind his back and place a cloth material in his mouth, purportedly leaving that child in the position for hours. It's count 27, gross abuse of a corpse. On or about February 28th of 2021 in Butler County, Ohio, and or as part of an ongoing and continuing course of criminal conduct beginning in Butler County, James R. Hamilton did, other than as authorized by law, treat a human corpse in a way that would outrage reasonable community sensibilities, which constitutes the offense of gross abuse of a corpse, a fifth-degree felony, in violation of revised code section 2927.01b. To wit, James R. Hamilton did, either acting as principal and or in complicity with Brittany L. Gosney, remove the body of James Hutchinson from 507 Crawford Street in the city of Middletown and purportedly threw the body in the Ohio River.
You're kind of familiar with the procedure at this point. Before I can proceed to accept your pleas of guilty to these 4 charges, it's necessary that I go through a discussion with you, sometimes referred to as a colloquy. It's simply designed to make sure you understand the procedure here today and to ensure that your pleas of guilty to these 4 charges is your free and voluntary act. Are you prepared to go forward here today?
Yes.
Very well. How old are you, sir?
42.
And what is your education?
GED.
Very well. Do you read, write, and understand the English language?
For the most part.
Well, is there anything you don't understand about this plea form that you just signed? You agree that if there's something you don't understand as we go through these proceedings, that you'll tell me, and you can either talk to me or your attorney and make sure that things are explained to you so you do understand?
Yes.
You understand, Mr. Hamilton, that by entering guilty pleas to these 4 charges that you do the following. First of all, you admit that you committed these offenses.
Yes.
Secondly, you understand that by doing so, you remove the presumption of innocence, which surrounds any person accused of a crime, and upon acceptance of your pleas of guilty to these 4 charges, the court will presume that you are guilty. You understand that?
Yes.
You also understand that I'm going to base any finding of guilt I make in this matter on a statement by the prosecuting attorney as to what he expects the evidence would have shown had this matter proceeded to trial and I will accept that statement of evidence as true.
Yes.
You also understand that upon acceptance of your pleas of guilty here today, the court could proceed to enter judgment against you, and I could actually go ahead and sentence you here today. So I've already indicated I could give you an indefinite sentence, and if all the charges will run consecutive to each other, or the sentences will run consecutive to each other, of anywhere from a minimum sentence of 15 years to a maximum sentence of 19 years. You understand that?
Yes.
You also understand that in addition to those penalties, you also impose the fines that we talked about, and also order you to pay other things. That includes restitution, the court cost in this matter, and other sanctions that the court might otherwise order. You understand that?
Yes.
You also understand that I do not intend to sentence you here today. As you know, I have quite a bit of latitude within this case. And while I have read some things about it in the newspaper, I don't have an accurate recitation of what happened in this case, and I'd like to have something more concrete. So I'm going to defer sentencing in this matter to a later date, refer your case out for a pre-sentence investigation. I will sentence you at that later date after I've had an opportunity to review that pre-sentence investigation, to hear from you, Mr. Evans, and to hear from the prosecution as well before I pronounce sentence upon you. You understand that?
Yes.
That's so I can make a more intelligent and informed decision about what an appropriate penalty or penalties would be for you in this matter. You understand that?
Yes.
Now, as I've already indicated to you, there is a presumption of prison in this case, and you will be entitled to earn credit against that, all of those prison sentences. If the court imposes prison on you on all of these charges, with respect to the charges that don't carry indefinite sentences, you would be entitled to earn credit by your own good behavior while you're in the institution. You have to earn that in the manner specified by statute. It would not be automatic. You understand that?
Yes.
You also understand you can do that earned reduction, a minimum term that I talked to you about in connection with the kidnapping charge. You understand that as well? You also understand that if the court imposes a prison sanction upon you, that on your release from prison, you will be on a mandatory period of post-release control. That post-release control will be for a period of 3 years. You understand that?
Yes.
You understand that during that time, you will be under the supervision of the adult parole authority, and that if you violate the terms and conditions of
I feel your anger, Janice.
post-release control, you can receive a more restrictive sanction while on post-release control, including increased duration of supervision or control all the way through that 3-year period. You understand that?
Yes.
You also understand that if you violate the conditions of supervision while on post-release control, the parole board can return you to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to a maximum of 1/2 of your original stated prison term, even though you would have already served the entire stated prison term imposed upon you by the court.
Yes.
Just so you have some understanding about what that means, because I don't know what the sentence is going to be in this case, but with respect to the kidnapping charge, what that would mean in terms of what could be recovered on post-release control in 9-month increments for each violation would be 1/2 of your original stated prison term. That 1/2 of your original stated prison term would allude to the minimum term. So somewhere between 1/2 of 2 to 8 years, you could be required to serve on the kidnapping charge, and 1/2 of up to 1/2 of whatever the other charges are as well. You understand that?
Yes.
Very well. You also understand that if the violations are new felonies, you could receive a prison term with a greater of 1 year time remaining on post-release control, and that would be in addition to any other prison term imposed upon you for the new offense.
Yes.
Very well. All right, Mr. Hamilton, as I've already informed you, there is a presumption of prison with respect to the kidnapping charge, but the court does not have to follow that presumption. In fact, it may be that the court would find that the presumption doesn't apply. If that is the case, the court would not be required to, by law, to impose any prison sanction upon you, and instead may impose a non-prison sanction in the form of what we call community control. You understand that?
Yes.
You understand that if the court exercises its discretion and places you on community control, you can be placed on that supervision for a period of up to 5 years. But regardless of the duration of the initial placement, if you violate the terms and conditions of supervision while on community control, the court can extend that time period out to a maximum of 5 years, impose a more restrictive sanction upon you, such as sending you to the county jail or a community-based correctional facility, or simply could send you on to prison for the periods of time I've already alluded to, which in the aggregate would be an indefinite sentence of somewhere between 15 and 19 years. You understand that?
Yes.
Very well. You also understand that if you're placed on community control, you will be ordered to pay a monthly probation fee, which at the current time is $25 per month, and that failure to pay that may result in revocation of community control or probation. Do you understand that as well?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Hamilton, have you had a full and fair opportunity to discuss the nature of the charges lodged against you in the indictment in this matter, these charges to which you're entering guilty pleas to here today, together with any possible defenses that you might have to any or all of those charges with your attorney, Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Have you likewise had a full and fair opportunity to read, review, and discuss with Mr. Evans the contents of this document I hold here in my hand entitled Plea of Guilty and Jury Waiver?
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the advice, confidence, and counsel rendered to you by Mr. Evans with respect to his representation of you in this matter?
Yes.
Do you have any questions of him or me at this time?
No.
Are you asking the court to accept your pleas of guilty to these 4 charges as I've outlined them on the record for you here today?
Yes.
Before I do that, I want to inquire, Mr. Hamilton, has anybody threatened or coerced you in any way to cause you to come in here today and tender these guilty pleas to the court?
No.
Has anybody made you any promises in exchange for your pleas of guilty other than what I've already represented on the record, specifically that in exchange for your pleas of guilty to these charges as to counts 19, 23, 24, and 27, the state has agreed to dismiss charges against you contained in counts 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, and 31. Anything else been promised to you?
No.
Very well. Finally, Mr. Hamilton, I want to take this opportunity to go through your trial rights with you. First and foremost, sir, you understand that you're entitled to a trial in this matter.
Yes.
You understand, Mr. Hamilton, that if you chose to have a trial, you'd also be entitled to choose the type of trial that would be. You'd be entitled to a jury trial as a matter of right, but you could waive that right and elect instead to try your case to me in what's sometimes referred to as a bench trial. In any event, the choice of trials would be yours. You understand that?
Yes.
You understand, Mr. Hamilton, that if you chose to have a jury trial, a jury would be in a panel consisting of 12 people. Those 12 people would be picked by the court with the assistance of the prosecuting attorney, your attorney, Mr. Evans, and yourself. Those 12 people would listen to the evidence in the case, and unless they were unanimously satisfied, that is, all 12 of those folks agreed that the prosecuting attorney on behalf of the state of Ohio had proved your guilt to the requisite degree of proof that is proof beyond a reasonable doubt before you could be convicted of these charges or any other charges. You understand that?
Yes.
You also understand that even if you gave up your right to a jury trial, waived it if you will, and elected instead to try your case to me in what is sometimes referred to as a bench trial, in no event would the prosecuting attorney be relieved of his burden of proving your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that as well?
Yes.
You also understand, Mr. Hamilton, that if you chose to have a trial, regardless of whether it's a jury trial or a bench trial, you'd also have the opportunity to exercise your right against self-incrimination. In other words, nobody can make you get on that witness stand over there and testify against yourself. You would have an absolute right to remain silent, say nothing at all, be mute if you will, and nobody could use that as a commentary with respect to your guilt. You understand that?
Yes.
And you understand, Mr. Hamilton, that as you come in here today and tender these guilty pleas to the court, you're in fact giving up that right, because by saying you're guilty, you are incriminating yourself. You understand that?
Yes.
And that's how you wish to proceed here today, Mr. Hamilton?
Yes.
Proceeding further, you understand if you had a trial, you'd also have the opportunity to exercise your right against, you'd also have the opportunity to have your attorney, Mr. Evans, cross-examine any witnesses that the state of Ohio will bring in to testify against you. The purpose of which would be to test the credibility or believability of those witnesses, the right which we refer to as the right of confrontation. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
And finally, Mr. Hamilton, you understand that if you had a trial, you'd also have the opportunity to Bring in your own witnesses, people to testify for you or on your behalf. Compel their attendance at the trial if necessary by subpoena or other court order. The right which we refer to as the right of compulsory process. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
And you understand, Mr. Hamilton, that as a condition of your guilty plea arrangement here today with the state of Ohio, we are giving up each and every one of those trial rights as I've expressed them to you here this afternoon.
Yes.
You're satisfied that's how you wish to proceed?
Yes.
You're satisfied that you're doing all of this knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily?
Yes.
Any other questions you have, Mr. Evans?
No, Your Honor, I think you covered it.
Very well. That being the case, Mr. Hamilton, with respect to the charges, then I'm going to take your pleas. With respect to count 19, you're charged with the offense of kidnapping, a second-degree felony, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2905.01A3. As to that charge, what is your plea?
Guilty.
Proceeding then to the charge in count 23, that being the charge of endangering children, a third-degree felony, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2919.22B2. As to that charge, what is your plea?
Guilty.
Proceeding then to the charge in count 24, that also being the charge of endangering children, a third-degree felony, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2919.22B2. As to that charge, what is your plea?
Guilty.
And finally, with respect to the charge in count 27, that being the charge of gross abuse of the corpse, a fifth-degree felony, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2927.01B, what is your plea as to that charge?
Guilty.
Very well.
So he faces a maximum of 15 years. Oh man, unfortunate situation, y'all. What's good with everybody? Vicky, what do you think about this?
Well, I don't like the. I don't know. I don't like the way he looked, and I didn't like the way he was saying yes. It seemed very aggressive. If I was a judge, I don't know. I'm fucking making up shit to charge him with.
Okay, Vicky.
Violence,
SL, what's
uneven
good with you, nigga?
hairline, all types of shit.
Right. SL, what's up, nigga? You there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm just tripping off of all this, bro. That was like I can't even imagine. And then he looked like so unconcerned, like the way he was answering. Yeah.
Well, you know why he
Like
got
he was
this
about to fall asleep, bro.
Well, you know why he got this over charge? Because the wife was the one that actually took him to the park, left him, and dragged that little boy to his death. How could you how could you leave your kid to turn around and drag one? Like, you hated your kids that much? Just think about that, SL.
Man, that's what I was saying, man. I can't even imagine. Like, man, not only alone, like to have the conscience to do that, bro, but I can't even imagine my baby going through that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be a hateful person. Like they was at first, they was just going to go drop him off to him anyway, huh?
Drop
And
him
leave
off in
him.
the middle of the night, my nigga, at a park. Not someone's
Something.
home, a park in the middle of the fucking night. So what you expect that little boy to do? Probably all three of them. The other two probably couldn't catch the car. But she knew this little boy was holding on to the door, whatever one he was holding on to, and she assumed he hit his knee and he couldn't hold on no more. So you watched this happen. You gave no fucks as you drug your own son to death. We don't know if he fell under the car, if he fell and hit his head on the concrete. It don't even matter. Her own son. How do I feel so bad for another person's son? And she was the one that did it to the nigga. What do you think about that, Vicky?
And your son.
Vic. And the other two kids had to see it. Of course, they watched it. They probably tried to help their little brother. Then they picked up the body, yo, or she picked up the body, and they tied it up. I believe she said stuff some in his mouth and sent him on a river cemetery funeral. Like, and they cannot find the body. They look for it. What do you think about that, Vic? What's good, 33? What do you think about that, SL? To go extra length as far as putting the body in the river, my nigga, letting it just float, like no compassion, no fucks given, huh?
Yeah, you got to be like real evil for that, because that's a cold way. Because like, not only do you like you just drag the little boy and stuff, you have to go back, pick up the body. Like, it's like certain levels with this murder stuff. Like
Right,
you sick in the head because there was no point for you to even. You know what I'm saying? If you was gonna drag the boy and stuff, would you pick up the body before and do all the extra stuff and throwing them in the river and all that stuff? If he did, he did, right? One like a regular person be like, if it was like an accident, keep going and not get caught or something like that. You heard of them hit and runs and stuff like that.
right.
You know what I mean? But you picked up the body, wrapped them up, tied them up, put a cedar block on top of them. You know what I mean? You closed up the mouth because you really had to think that out. Closing up their mouth, the whole reason why she put something in the mouth, because so water couldn't get in his body and flow back up. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So
And
like
that can,
like
and
you
that's
really
if
have to think.
and that's if that's what they really did with the body, because I'm sure they would have been able to find this body. I'm sure they should have been able to find it.
That's what's even more bugging, like, cause they be having scuba divers and stuff like that, even
Right.
oil spills into, like, y'all can't find nothing. Like, what river is that? Like, what type of animals and stuff
And
be
for
going
all
through
we
there?
know, this boy could be buried somewhere. He could have been burnt somewhere. Again, these are the motherfuckers that did it to him. Like, you know, can they really convict him without finding a body? I mean, you probably could charge him with the abandonment, but can you really charge him with the death if the body is not found?
Yeah, they can.
Okay.
It's a little bit more difficult, but they'll do it, and people have been convicted.
Right, now let's rewind a little bit, Vicky, because I asked you, I don't know if you heard me or not. What do you think about having the guts or the cold heartedness of then picking up your son's body and sending it off in the river? I don't know how far the river is from where she did it at. It really doesn't matter. But to then turn around and not rush your kid to the hospital, like for all we know, the kid could have still been alive. We just going by what the fuck she said.
Yeah, and
This
I
boy
don't
could have been turned
know.
around and hold on real quick. This boy, for all we know, could have been sitting in that river and then finally drowned to death while suffering from the wounds of whatever the fall or the dragon did. Go ahead, Vicky.
Yeah, I don't know how they can do that because just the other week, me and this one chick just saw a dog get hit by a car and it was dead on the side of the road, and we had to pull it over to the side. And that was even hard for me to do. It was just so, just the body and how you just know it was alive at one point and it's
Mm-hmm.
dead. So I don't even know how people can just see a dead body and pick it up and
But this is your own kid, though. We can't stop. It's like it's fucked up either way, right? But this is your own seed doing like this. Well, then you pick the body. Like I said, I don't I don't do conspiracies or make up shit, but it's a definite possibility that this little boy could have still been alive when they did the second part to him, which was allegedly put him in the river. Now, are whirlpools, do they form in rivers out of your crack? Because I don't know too much about whirlpools and how they form. So, can a whirlpool, if that's another theory that what could have happened, those form in rivers? 'Cause it's not an ocean. This is called a river. So I don't know the difference between when it comes to whirlpools and shit. But anyway,
Hey,
if
but that's crazy though. Like that's why I like. Yeah, I think, man, I think she lying. She got to be lying. Remember, like why would you pick up a dead body to kill it again? Like that's some weird stuff right there. Like what type of stuff was you on? Like, you know what I mean? Unless she just thought she was gonna get away with something because she hid the body. But like, man, that boy could have been alive and they buried him alive and stuff.
Right,
Like, cause how the
anything.
hell y'all can't find it? Y'all be having like federal agents and regular police and scuba divers and all type of stuff. And there's so much technology where you can see up underwater and stuff and like, you know what I mean? Get like vitals back
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Like, you know how they
Right,
do it with the noise and stuff
right,
like that. They can tell what's a material, what's moving, what's
right.
alive and stuff. Like, you know, that lady, I think she lying. I don't know.
What's good, you G Wine? That's definitely a big possibility. Now, do you feel like the father got what he deserved, facing up to what they said, 15 years? I think it said. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or do you feel like he should have got the long ride? Keep in mind, he was not there. We don't know if he instructed her to drop him off there because at first she was riding and dying. Then they did the whole cop thing, which is play you against your nigga. Then she starts snitching on him. But the point being is, he was not there. He did not take the kids there. He did not participate in the dragging, but he did participate in sending the body off in the alleged river. So do you feel like 15 years, I believe is what they said, do you feel like he's justified with that? Go ahead, Vicky.
I don't know. I had to see like more information, but 15, yeah, give them as much as you can, really, in this situation. But I don't know how crazy she is. So if she was able and
What
capable
you
of doing
mean you
this,
don't know how crazy she is? This bitch took him. She the one that took him, dropped
yeah,
him off,
I don't
drug
know
him.
if she's the only crazy one. I don't know how
Right.
crazy they are together. I don't even know their dynamic.
Now she was claiming she did this because he was abusing her. You got
Oh, she one of them.
orphanage.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on. You got orphanages. You got hospitals. You got fire stations. There's plenty of places you could have took them kids to if y'all just didn't want them. That would have gave them a better chance at life. It could have avoided this. Why the park as if they weren't going to be able to find out who the parents was? Why continue to keep driving if your child is? For all we know, the child could have been holding on to that door before she pulled off, and she said "fuck that" and hit the gas. We don't know how this shit happened,
I don't
and
know
we don't
that.
know. We don't know. Like I said, if the dragon was what killed the boy, no body has been found.
What's the youngest child? How old is the youngest child? Did
I
they
don't think.
say?
I don't think they mentioned the names. Did you, SL, by any chance, did you hear any of the ages?
I thought that the one that died was 5 or something like that.
Right, but
Gotta
I
read.
got
I
some. I
don't
got
know.
some more. I got some more content on there. I'm gonna show y'all though.
Yeah. Because I'll be damned they try to hit him with the postpartum depression shit.
Well, you know that crazy shit is always a play.
No, but you talking about you did that because they was getting abused and stuff. Why you ain't trying to get away? Like that, I don't understand that. And then the second thing, you gotta think about it. The dad crazy. Let's just say allegedly all this true. But if you come up to me telling me that you just killed my son, whether it's on accident or whatever, I'm gonna have life regardless.
Right, I'm about to pop your shit off. Now the thing is this: why she
Unspeakable
just
story.
didn't leave with her kids? You and your kids is in a van, middle of the night, leaving an abusive husband. Why would you try to drop your kids off, bitch? Like you rather stay with an abusive ass nigga allegedly than go be off with your kids and try to provide them a better way. Ladies, is that's what we choosing?
She
You
wanted to do
choosing
that shit.
right, you choosing swipe over the love of your 3 kids that you gave life to. Is that what we doing, ladies?
She was probably abusing them every single day.
That's what I'm saying. She tried to throw it on him because the detective said he was throwing it on her.
Wait,
She's the I think she's the main factor in all this shit. Because if
hmm,
you could sit there and drag your kid to death allegedly, then why wouldn't you be abusing them at home? If you could
exactly.
watch your kid hold on to that door as a mother or a father and pull off and just leave them without dragging them, just leaving them there. If you can do that, I can imagine what at home life was like. I think she's trying to throw it on him, but I think she had at least 80%, if not more, of what went on with these kids? What do you guys think on a percentage
Man,
rate?
I'm telling you, I think that kid was like, no, mama, like, don't leave me. And she took off. You
Right.
feel me? Like, because you got to think about it, they kids. So
They
if
can't
they
catch no
kids and
car.
stuff,
They can't
yeah,
catch no car. He had to already
exactly.
be at the door when she sat her
Exactly.
ass in that
And
bitch and pulled off.
you said it was like it was how many of them? Like three of them,
It
right?
was
Okay.
3 of them.
So boom, the other two, boom, they probably you can imagine her getting them out the car. All right. Now the littlest, smallest one, it's always the baby. Come on. That it would be like, no, no, don't leave me. And then even when you dropping them off to their auntie house or anything like that, it's always the baby trying to hold on to the door and stuff. No, I
Yeah,
want
they
to go
don't want
with
to
you.
leave.
Or
Right.
they gonna try to run in your door like, no, I want to go with you. That's exactly
Bullshit.
what happened. Like allegedly.
Right. Hey, that's like I said. Fuck all that. There's no way a 5-year-old caught your car. You pulled off with that boy holding on to that door because he probably wouldn't let the door go. You probably told him, let the car go, door go, I'm going to pull off. He wouldn't. You hit the motherfucking gas.
Yeah.
But your husband is the abusive, though. He's the one
Yeah, but
that
she
was doing
abusive.
all this shit. Man, knock that shit off. All right, let's go ahead and tap into the rest of this show. And I got a few other videos I want to tap into. If y'all want to show some love to the hood, like I tell y'all, I'll show y'all real news, real situations, not just celebrity shit. Because even though celebrity shit get the bag, these real people need their stories told and need help and prayers for their family as well. Y'all go ahead and show some love via Cash App, Venmo, however you can do it. I appreciate whatever you can donate. Let's go.
Of a Middletown mother killing her 6-year-old son ends today in a guilty plea.
We brought you the story in February of little James Hutchison, whose mother first reported him missing, then was arrested for his murder. David Winter joins us now from where Brittany Gosney lived with 3 of her children, including 6-year-old James.
Paula, Kyle, we've learned today that these children were enduring unthinkable abuse inside this home. While today, Brittany Gosney pleaded guilty to murdering little James, we've learned that the days leading up to that horrific
Prayers to little
act
James. I
were
finally got his name.
indescribable.
Tying her hands and feet behind her back and placing a cloth material in her mouth, purportedly leaving the child in that position for hours.
At a hearing this morning in the Butler County Courthouse, the assistant prosecutor described how Brittany Gosney hogtied her 2 second-grade children. This just days before driving them with their 6-year-old brother, James, to Rush Run Park in Preble County and attempted to abandon them. As James desperately tried to climb back into the car, she ran over and killed him.
What is your plea?
Guilty.
A guilty plea eliminates all doubts of accident or any other defense that might be available.
Prosecutor Mike Mosier explained after the hearing that Gosney's plea of guilty to murder and child endangering ensured a mandatory minimum sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole for 21 years. He also says she gave up the right to call herself mother.
She gave up that right, in this prosecutor's opinion, to be called anything other than the defendant facing a life sentence for the murder she was charged with, not referred to as the parent or mother or mom.
Living right next door, I'm reminded every day. So that doesn't ever go away. That'll never go away. As a mother, that will never, ever, ever leave my mind. Ever.
Lindsay Piper says her daughter played with James the day before he was killed. She says she had a bad feeling about Gosney's boyfriend, James Hamilton, who is also accused in this case of helping Gosney throw little James' lifeless body into the Ohio River near Lawrenceburg, a body that has never been found.
Everything that she's going to get, she deserves everything that she's going to get. That poor baby will probably never be put to rest.
And that video that you just saw was of a makeshift memorial at Gosney's home here in Middletown. Now, all that's left is some ribbon that held balloons. Again, James' body was never found in the river. Mosier says that he believes it is there. His brother and sister, we're told, have been in foster care, hopefully with waning memories of what happened to their brother that they saw happen to their brother, and of waning memories of what happened to them inside this home. Reporting live from Middletown, David Winter, back to you.
Story, I think, David, none of us will ever understand. Right. Well, Gosney's sentencing.
Oh, sorry, you motherfuckers can do this shit to their kid. I got a few more videos on this shit, y'all. Feel free to tap in if you got anything you want to say before I get the video started. If not, we're going to tap straight into the next video. You motherfuckers is really fucking crazy. Come on, man. Let's start with.
While he was small, he touched all of our hearts with his red hair and his bright eyes.
6-year-old James Hutchinson, described by his principal, Tracy Neely, as joyful and helpful.
He was a friend and he was a bright light. Very seldom did he not have a smile on his face, and that light was extinguished too soon by his own mother.
Brittany Gosney admitted to murdering her son last February. She attempted to abandon 6-year-old James and his 2 siblings at Rush Run Nature Preserve in the middle of the night. As she sped off, James grabbed the door handle, and it's believed he was dragged to his death. Gosney and her boyfriend later dumped James's body in the Ohio River. It was never recovered.
And I'm never going to defend the actions, and I don't think that Brittany expects me to.
But defense attorney David Washington said Gosney reached out to several people, including an unnamed agency, because she felt, quote, overwhelmed and never got the help she needed.
And I think that factor, combined with the mental health issues that she has, made her do things that are unexplainable.
We are underwhelmed with his comment that she was overwhelmed with her responsibilities to her children, especially little James.
During the sentencing hearing, Gosney had an opportunity to speak.
Anything you'd like to tell me, Ms. Gosney?
No, sir.
She declined.
Did you hear one word from her given the opportunity to say, "I'm sorry, Your Honor, I did this"? Not one peep. She stood mute.
And aside from prosecutors, the only ones in the courtroom today to give James a voice were representatives of Middletown City Schools.
No sentence will bring James back. All we can do and hope is that his death is not in vain. Our hope is that his legacy shines a light on child abuse. We know that James' life mattered. It mattered to his teachers and his friends at Rosa Parks Elementary. His life mattered to the entire community.
And today I asked defense attorney David Washington if his client ever explained to him why did she go to these extremes? I know that's something a lot of people in the community are wondering. He said, at the time she was in an irrational mindset, and he says she felt at the time she was doing what she was told to do by her boyfriend, James Hamilton. Reporting live in Hamilton tonight, Karen Johnson, WLWT News 5.
Now, Karen, sadly, James's body has not yet recovered. We all hope it is to get closure here, but do you know if investigators are sure his body was actually dumped there?
That's the question I had too. I asked both prosecutor Mike Moser as well as David Washington that question. They both says yes, they do believe his body is in the Ohio River somewhere. So hopefully one day it will be recovered. Back to you.
God damn.
Smash
You
that.
do that to your whole family. Your own fucking kid, y'all. You talk motherfuckers that need to be executed. You gotta be a sick motherfucker to hurt your own fucking kid. I don't care what you say. Hold on, y'all. All right,
People like that, man. People like that, I think they should let them go and let the community deal with them. Just let them go. Let us deal with them. They're just not against the law to do nothing against this person. For real.
Street justice, but they don't believe in that shit. They never let that shit happen. Now look, I had another story. I'm about to pull it up. I haven't seen if it was a newspaper. Hold on. All right, y'all. This was going to be the original topic of the show, but I came across this story right before I made it official. So I am going to bring it to y'all. Hold on. Now, this story right here, we're going to go tap in with St. Louis. You know, we got St. Louis bloggers that refuse to cover a city or cover stories like this because they're not celebrity and they're not going to make a big ass YouTube check out of it. But again, the hood cares about everyone, not just celebrities. So we're going to go tap into St. Louis to the Peabody Projects where the moist blood's supposed to be from. Unfortunately, a two-year-old kid accidentally shot his father in the back, police say. So let's tap in and see if there's any truth to this shit.
St. Louis police say the man that was accidentally shot and killed by a 2-year-old was the child's father. Police got that call around 8:30 last night. They found the man dead inside a home on Castle Lane, just south of downtown St. Louis. Investigators say the toddler was able to pick up a gun, fire a shot, hitting his father in the back. Police say a woman was also in the home at the time of the shooting. No word yet on whether she could face any charges.
The question is, 2-year-old or grown woman blaming 2-year-old?
How can
Tap
a
in, let me
That's
know.
what I was about to say. Yeah, man. Come on.
You ain't shit for
Oh,
pinning that
shit.
on that boy. That's fucked up.
Right. So why are the police so quick to run with it then? Because
In the back.
the kid's being blamed, right? And she is yet facing any charges. So what are we looking at, folks? What's going on with this story?
They better check her hand for gun residue.
Nah, she thought of that.
I don't know. You got to
Yeah,
put
man.
the gun in the child's hand and everything. We got to see. We got to see how it was. I don't trust that.
Yeah, I wish they would have said what kind of gun it was.
Now look, you guys said it's kind of hard to believe that, right? All right, well, hold on, let me show you something real fast.
What
A
a
mother.
2-year-old looks like, how big they are.
Okay, well, look, 6 years ago there was a story of a 2-year-old, I believe, girl, killing mom in an Idaho Walmart. So let's listen to this story and see if it has any similarity to it.
Town is reeling after a tragic shooting. A 2-year-old boy got hold of a gun and shot his mother to death in a crowded store. It happened at a Walmart in the town of Hayden, Idaho. Don Daler is here with more on this. Don, good morning.
Good morning. What should have been a normal shopping trip for an Idaho family quickly turned tragic, and it unfolded in a store full of holiday shoppers.
There was sounds like an accidental shooting at a Walmart in Hayden.
29-year-old Veronica Rutledge was in the electronics section of this Walmart with 4 children Monday afternoon.
A small child around the age of 2 accessed a concealed weapon that was inside the victim's purse and discharged it, striking the victim.
Rutledge's 2-year-old son accidentally fired the shot. She was struck by the bullet and died at the scene. The 3 other kids were all members of her extended family, all under the age of 11. On Tuesday night, Rutledge's father-in-law said the family lost a beautiful, loving mother. Walmart released a statement after the shooting, saying a very sad incident occurred at our store today involving the death of a female customer. We are fully cooperating with the Kootenai County Sheriff's deputies as they investigate this matter. Carrying a concealed weapon is legal in Idaho, and more than 7% of its adults have a permit to do so.
I mean, this is a pretty tragic incident right now that we're dealing with. When you have small children, young people, holiday season, it's not a pleasant experience right now.
Law enforcement officials reviewed the surveillance tapes from inside the store, but they have yet to decide whether to make that video public. Benita.
Okay, so when we was just having this conversation of 2-year-old boys having an ability to fire guns, obviously they can. So now let's rewind, and I'm gonna ask you guys again. Do you still feel like this 2-year-old now might have been able to kill his father, or do you think the girlfriend is blaming the kid? Go ahead, Vic.
I don't know. Christmas is gonna be awkward, but I don't know. I would have to. How big is a 2-year-old? I don't even know. I ain't had no kids. Were they like a foot or something, or are they like bigger? Can they walk?
Yeah, they should be able to. Yeah, at 1 you should be walking. So 2, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to imagine a kid that small.
2-year-old's trigger happy. Oh, okay. I don't know. I would have to see it.
Well,
Yeah,
like I said,
I gotta see that video. I gotta see that Walmart covering up shit, allegedly.
well, the police got the video, so it'll have to be the police covering up. Then if they got the video, it's just a matter of if they wanted to release it or not. And this video, that's last story, was 6 years ago. So if it was going to be released, I'm sure it'd been released already. But back to the current topic, though. Girlfriend, 2-year-old at home, 2-year-old shoots man in the back. As of now, girlfriend is free. Are you sticking with it was a girlfriend, or are you now taking into consideration that a 2-year-old can use a gun?
Was that me?
Either both of y'all. Go ahead, you go first since you're on.
I mean, I don't know, because the girl in there too, and the gun was loaded. I don't know. You probably set your child up. I don't know.
So I just said if it's a hairpin trigger, a 2-year-old can fire it.
Why y'all keeping loaded guns? Like, why is y'all guns loaded?
Right. He said he wasn't getting nothing for Christmas because of broke. You a cold nigga. Niggas is ruthless on here, y'all. Well, rest in peace to the man, the father, man. Either his girlfriend or his 2-year-old clapped him. And that's
Man,
not funny. It's not funny.
Hey, you know what I was thinking?
That's
what up?
I was thinking, hey, old girl did her homework before she got old boy. She looked up the one that was like, oh, okay, I could rock with this one, like the one in Walmart. Like, you feel me? We had to do what she had to do, took him out real quick.
What? All right, well, you know, I got some more shit we're going to tap into. These are just some videos I came across. I have not watched all of them. Some of them I just saw the title and thought, fuck it, we should watch it together, though. So we should go ahead and tap in with some of this shit.
You got another copycat killer?
Let me see. All right, yeah, that was it. Hold on. Hold up, where is it? I just saw the motherfucker. Oh, okay, there we go, y'all. Let's tap in.
Bitch, they are full up, so come now. Bitches they are full up, so come now.
I'm not to get it, nigga. Step up, nigga. Like I said, bitch ass nigga, shut up. Shut the fuck. You know how shoot me, nigga. Shoot it, nigga. Come on, motherfucker. Stop fuck up. And what? Stop fuck up, bitch. Stop talking. Stop fuck up. Let him get it. Let him get it. Get him. Move. Hurry. Go. Nigga, move. Damn, I told you. Oh, shit.
What's good with you? Caught in the hood unlocked.
What's good with you, family?
What's good with you, my nigga?
Shit, just tapping in with you. You know I fuck with you like that.
I appreciate it, folks. What you got to say about some of this shit I was displaying today?
Man, these folks losing their mind, homie. So that's what made me call to tap in, because I was wondering if you and I like how you I meant to tell you that the last time I called in, I like how you play these clips on your show like immediately. You know, like a lot of these channels they'll make a whole video, a whole shebang, but you get right down to the business right here in real time. You dig?
Right,
So
because I ain't trying to milk
you
y'all for every little dollar, man. And, you know, people got life and shit to do. So I get on here to give y'all the news so we all can go enjoy the rest of our day. But go ahead.
Yeah, but my thing is like, okay, I saw the 2-year-old, and man, that's fucking me up, homie. But mental illness in all communities. I was wondering if you was up on the Otis Anderson Jr. story.
Nah, go ahead. Embellish me. Let me know what's going on.
Yeah, pull that up. Otis Anderson Jr. is a UFC football player that was gunned down and murdered by his own dad. You feel me?
Right. Damn.
Yeah, he was. And then the pops even went off and shot the mama. You dig? So, and you know, this was like recent, but Otis Anderson Jr. and his father was Otis Anderson Sr. So they was, you know, lived in an upscale neighborhood, whoop-de-whoop. And once Pops, you know, said a dog supposed to have bit Pops or something like that. You know, his girl, the son girl dog supposed to have bit or had, you know, chomped at the dad, and Pops went off, and then the mom kind of intervened, and then Pops she pulled out the blammer and you know, got to letting that motherfucker spit and laid his own son down.
Wow, that's fucked up, man. I might have to definitely check that out. But look, folks, what you think about this motherfucker dragging her son and then dumping his body in the lake, allegedly, in the river, man? What do you think about that shit?
What got me with that is that they haven't even found that little boy's body.
Right, so he could be alive suffering, or he could have died shortly afterwards due to other shit, or he could have been drowned or even eaten by some in that damn water.
That's what I was gonna say. I think he was eaten by the you know, the aquatic life, and I don't think they'll ever find that little boy's body. But that's just my personal thought.
I'm
and
not
as
familiar
far as
with the area, but if that river got alligators, they damn sure took that rest of that boy out.
Yeah. And so and some you said earlier, then I'm gonna get off here. The female that you was talking to earlier, she was dead on the money, because they don't have to have a body to put you on trial. I done seen it before where they call it a trial by absentia, where they don't have a body, but they can still, you know, try you in absentia, basically, that they don't have a body. And they done had cases won, you know, so you don't always got to have a body to convict somebody of a homicide or, you know, 187. You know, you ain't always got to have a physical body. They have in the past prosecuted people successfully without a body. So.
Okay, well, look, I definitely appreciate you capping in and putting me up on game about that, folks. And you always welcome, man. I appreciate you watching, calling in, and continue to do so, folks. I really appreciate it.
No, for sure, fam. Too much love for you, fam, and the channel.
All right, Wes.
I'm gonna tap back in with you.
For sure. All right, let's see what the fuck type of shit this nigga. Oh, what's up, my nigga? Audio Crack. What's good with you, folks?
What's going on, my nigga? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What you think about this bullshit that's been displayed so far?
I got one question, my nigga.
What?
So you mean to tell me the 2-year-old picked up the thing and hit the nigga in the back? Not the ankle. He was strong enough to pick that thing up and hit him in the back, huh?
That's what the reports just said. That's what they going by. And you see, the 2-year-old in Walmart was able to clap his mama, so you got to keep that in mind.
I'm just trying to put this together I'm trying to see it in my head. I just don't see it.
You think anybody would have saw the 2-year-old in Walmart shooting his mama?
I mean,
it happened, folks.
Listen, man.
It
Hey,
happened.
but that's what I was saying. What kind of gun is that? Is it like, are we talking about like a little deuce? You know what I'm saying? Because certain guns weigh things. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well,
that's what
we don't know the details as of what weapon it actually was. I don't think anybody said on either case what kind of weapon it was. But the point was, whatever it was, it happened. Now we don't know about the man being shot in the back because his wife was there. If it was just him and his son, then we can pretty much go ahead and justify that. But as long as old girl sitting up in that motherfucking house, I'm sorry.
Man, I'm telling you, she did her homework on the Walmart thing first, man, and then she got her there. She got her ticket, man. She put it up in the baby hands. You know what I'm saying? Because come on,
hold the gun.
look, Johnny can't shoot that far up. He would have shot him in the kneecap. I feel my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the back of the ankle or something.
he just like so accurate with it though, so accurate.
Come on, man. Hit him at the top of the back, man.
Then check this out too.
I don't know about that
Check
one.
this out too. At one point, was you behind your father and had the gun in your hand and he didn't know it?
Man, that's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to put it together in my head,
I don't
my
picture
nigga.
my 2-year-old walking behind me or me walking past him and he's holding the gun behind his back as I walk by. And then just lift the motherfucker up and just shoot
Come
me in
on,
my
man.
back.
You know we all got safes for that, man. Why
And
it ain't in the safe, man?
Also check this out. If he did do it right, and I don't like conspiracies, but I know how women get down. This could have been her putting her little gun in his hand or his and say, "Hey, go in there and shoot your dad." To see if he gonna do it.
Hey, you bugging, nigga. Hey, you crazy.
Hey, yo, check this out.
I think she might have just went ahead and knocked him down.
Perfect example, my nigga. My son got all kind of little guns around this motherfucker, right? And one day, me and my girl was playing. We was playing, but we was arguing. And so he was like, "Y'all stop fighting. Y'all stop arguing." We was like, "Shut your little ass down." So she said, "Baby, get the gun and shoot your daddy." So he gets the gun, and then he comes in here. He looks at me. I said, "Man, he fuck with me." I said, "Man, shoot your mama." That nigga walked right up and put it to her head like he was about to blow her head off. I said, "Ooh, I'm telling you, when your kids love you, you can tell them anything to do at that age, and they would pretty much do it."
I ain't gonna be around your ass.
She could have instructed
Hey, I'm
him
out
to
of here
do
on
it.
that one,
And
man. Hey, I'm gonna get with y'all, man. Hey, love, hood. I'm gonna be back in the chat, my nigga.
All right, my nigga.
I gotta go.
Hey, but at that age, your kid would do it, my nigga. For real.
And they ain't played games like that before. Like, you know what I said? No, go get your mama, go get your mama. But hey, that would be some cold stuff right there. But like, you feel me? I'm already thinking like you
Think
can't get a
about it.
complete
At that
confession
age,
out of a 2-year-old.
you gonna do whatever you was told to do, and you ain't gonna be able to really tell the detective exactly what happened.
But you need to look into life insurance policies. That should be like the first thing they look into.
Right. She
That's
on
not
the
always a
nap.
play. And hey, these motherfuckers in the projects. These motherfuckers ain't got no life insurance. These motherfuckers is in the projects. This probably was he probably was cheating. He probably had a bunch of hoes and she was tired of it. He could have been whooping her ass. We don't know. Whatever it was, though, in this situation, I can't 100% go with the kid shot his dad in the back.
I want to see the mom's reaction.
Yeah, matter of fact, I haven't
How
found
she
nothing on her.
acted.
She probably was like, I was in there on Instagram and I just heard pow. So
I
why the
guess he
kid
got
didn't
him
shoot?
playing his funeral. Like,
Okay, but
I want
he shot his daddy, but he didn't shoot you, mommy. What made him not shoot your ass? How you get the gun out of his hand so easily? What's good with you, doghouse?
What's up, Hood?
What you think about these fucked up stories and situations we talking about today?
Yo, man. First of all, what's up to everybody, man? Hey, Hood, man, what's good, man? To be honest with you, man, I want to see what we're talking about tonight, man. I'm on work tonight. I got everything rolled up. What we on tonight, gang?
Okay. Well, look,
Put me on. Put me down.
a white woman decided to take her 3 kids to the park, drop them off at the park in the middle of the night. At some point, she was gonna leave him there. The little boy didn't want her to leave. He held onto the door, and she allegedly drugged and killed this boy. And then they threw his body in the lake.
The mom did?
The mom and the dad threw it in the lake, but the mom was the one that was gonna leave him at the park, and allegedly drugged this boy to his death while he was holding onto her door. She picked up the body.
Oh my God!
And then threw it in the river, my nigga, and they cannot find the body.
What the fuck state was this in, gang? Out there in Cali?
Hell nah, nigga. But it can happen anywhere. It don't really matter where it happened at. But
yeah,
the point is, this little boy was killed.
Crazy.
Right, he was killed by his own mama because she was trying to leave him at the park and abandon him, my nigga.
Oh man, I wish death to that chick, man. I don't wish death on nobody, but I do not condone that type of behavior, man. You know, that's crazy.
How do you pull off on a car dragging your kid, seeing that they holding on to the door? How could you do that?
Shit, man.
Real shit, soldier.
I'm not even. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, my nigga.
Go ahead. So, okay. Hey, man. I don't even be disrespecting females like that, but any bitch that do that, man, she deserves to be called a bitch, and she don't deserve to be on this earth for real. That's why I'm at with it.
Now, instead of the father whooping her ass or dog walking her, he helped her put the body in the river where they tied it up and add weight so they couldn't find it. The husband did. So even though he wasn't the one that drugged her and dropped him off, he participated in getting rid of the body. So he's looking at 15 years maximum, and of course she's looking at all day.
Shit, if I this how I feel about it, Hood, my nigga on game. How my nigga Pop used to say, load them up against the wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hit them in the back of their head with that banger. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it, gang. That shit crazy, man. These motherfuckers doing it any and everything out here, man.
Right. Now you could have dropped them off at an orphanage. You could have dropped them off. You could have dropped them off at a fire station, a hospital. And at the end of the day, you'd have been good. But instead,
and not cutting you off, gang. Go ahead, gang.
No, go ahead, folks. Go ahead. I'm talking all day. Go ahead, man.
And on that same goddamn note, that fuck ass daddy nigga, he need to be held responsible. Yup. Well, just like G Wayne said, that daddy ass nigga that participated in this bullshit ass act, load them up against the wall like pets, like Pop used to say. Shit, that's how I feel.
Right. Now, the second part of the story that you just came in on, folks, allegedly a 2-year-old shot his dad in the back, but there was a girlfriend in the house at the same time. I repeat, a 2-year-old. So everybody was saying, they couldn't imagine a 2-year-old being able to use a gun. So I showed them a video 6 years ago of a 2-year-old killing his mom inside of Walmart with a gun. So a 2-year-old is capable of handling certain type of guns. So now we rewind back to the current story. The father was allegedly shot in his back by a 2-year-old in the home, but his girlfriend was also in the home. So what do you think about that? Girlfriend blaming the kid to cover it up, or did this 2-year-old, just like the other 2-year-old 6 years ago, was just one of them ones that was able to use a gun and kill their own dad?
Okay, well, let me ask you this, gang. What was it a dispute going on? You know what I'm saying? Was it an accident, or was the dad fucking with the mom, or how did
None of
that
that
go?
details have came out as of right now. All we know is The girlfriend has not
Accidentally.
been arrested or charged, and the news reporter and the police is running with the 2-year-old shot his dad in the back. Now, again, you can easily put the gun in the child's hand. You can easily put the fingerprints
Right.
of the child hands on the gun. At 2 years old, they don't know
Right.
what the fuck you're doing, and they probably can't tell a detective like, well, mommy made me touch the gun, or mommy made me do this and do that.
Right.
Not saying she did,
Yeah.
because again, 2-year-olds
Right.
somehow are capable of doing this. But it's
Mm-hmm.
hard for me personally to go with the story which is being told. The 2-year-old did it, even though they could be capable, as long as
Yeah.
she's still in
Yeah.
their house. Because if I had to choose,
Yeah.
I would more likely believe your girlfriend shot you in the back instead of your 2-year-old
That.
kid.
Yeah.
Why is a 2-year-old kid
Yeah.
walking around the house with a gun? How did the 2-year-old get the
With a
gun?
banger.
Right, like, and
That
then
don't
how
work.
does a 2-year-old
Yeah.
have such good aim at 2? How do you
Yeah.
have
Because
such
you really can't.
aim?
At 2 years old, that sound not cutting you off, game, but that sounds suspect as fuck. At 2 years old, because I remember my son. He's 12 now. He's sitting right here. 2 years old? Nah, I don't know. I don't know. 2 years old? I don't know. I think it's some suspect shit in that
But
game.
then you also got, yeah, right,
What?
right. You got to keep them
Go ahead,
take
gang.
into play being able the distance, whether it was up close, far away. So far, it sounded like it was only one shot. But I don't know, man. Something just telling me in my soul because old girl up in the crib,
Oh,
it ain't just that
okay.
2-year-old's fault. Like I just can't, even knowing that
Right.
it's capable, I can't just run with that.
Yeah. It's a possibility, but maybe she knocked them off, and she already, you know what I'm saying, trying to. I mean, this just a what you call it. Maybe she knocked them off, and you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, saying that her 2-year-old did it, which is another fucked up
Right,
reason.
that's
But
a possibility, but we don't know. Now, look, Soldier said
you
a
know,
couple of years ago a mother was shot on a Zoom call for her job by her kid. See, so that's another situation where a 2-year-old was able to shoot his parents. And 2, don't get me wrong, sounds real fucking young to be using a
yeah,
motherfucking
2 years
gun. But
old with a gun
okay,
and shit.
now
It's
let
a
me ask you
possibility,
something.
but I
Let
ain't
me
go.
ask you something.
Go ahead.
What's the law
Go
on
ahead, gang.
that? Can you charge a 2-year-old with life
No, you
murder?
No,
cannot.
you cannot
No,
at
you
all.
cannot. You can't even charge
Right, because that would
They
be
are
anything.
crazy, right? That would be crazy as
yes.
fuck.
That's why.
So goddamn.
Excuse me, sweetheart. Go ahead, gang.
No,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead,
gang.
folks.
I hear you.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What I will say. I feel like that's why she was perping like the 2-year-old did it, because you know the
Right,
2-year-old ain't gonna be knocked. You dig what I'm saying?
right. Walk away,
He's
free,
a minor. So, yeah, so we're
free
gonna
kid.
say he did it on accident.
All right, we
You
should
know
be
what I'm
talking
saying?
about this because niggas gonna start using that in the streets. Niggas start sending 2-year-olds to do their dirt.
Man, niggas don't.
As in the
Man,
hood,
he
nigga,
ain't
they was
lying, man.
using 12 and 13-year-olds, my nigga, for that same very reason. But shit, nigga,
Be a
2-year-olds
rise
pulling
of
up.
2-year-olds copping
He
bodies
ain't
and
Yeah, they
lying.
everything.
counting bodies and
So you,
walking out without snitching.
he ain't lying.
And they ain't got a
Who said
snitch to
that
get
damn
out.
kids out here copping bodies?
That was
Word.
me.
Like for real, like man, you got bodies, man. I've been doing this since 2.
Right. And I ain't did no jail time and no
He
snitching.
said I've been doing this
No
shit too.
snitching, nigga. You go straight home. God
You know how they do
damn.
the minors and shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna charge minors and shit like any
Okay, so
motherfucker
what
that. I mean,
age? At what
go
age
ahead.
do they charge you? Because I do remember a story a while ago where a 5-year-old or a
About
6-year-old was charged with murder. He was wrestling with his sister, and when he jumped off the couch, he somehow broke her neck or something, and he's
I
facing
remember
life for
that.
that.
Yeah.
So,
he
what
was
age are
charged.
you?
He was charged.
Yep, and found guilty at 5 or 6 for murder of his sister. So,
Yeah, but that was a big
That's
boy
fucked up.
too.
but he was playing with his sister though. He didn't intentionally try to like kill her. He was watching wrestling. He tried some moves. Obviously, he didn't know that it would do that, and it killed her.
I
So,
thought
at
it was
what
like
age?
13.
I thought it was like
No,
13 or some shit like that.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
see if I
yeah,
can
he
get
was
back up.
older. He wasn't far. He was like
Pull
13.
that
Yeah,
shit
he
up.
was a
Pull that shit up,
teenager.
gang.
All right. At what age are they able to start
Manslaughter
charging you legally?
for murder. Yeah, of
No,
course
I,
at
for
I
what
murder.
think it's
age?
13.
Yeah, like 13, man. Because like you gotta think about it, just like the other little the other little kids that was having a shootout with the police. Like, dang, bro, like they was 12 or
Oh,
something
you know
like
what?
that.
You know what? You can get trial as an adult at a certain age, though. I just thought about that. If you underage and you do some kind of
Okay,
crime like that, they
It
will
has to
charge you
be
as an
it has to
adult.
be
hold on,
figured out if
hold
you
on,
were capable.
hold on. There's
Pull it
been
up, gang.
reports. Hold on, there's been reports so far. I pulled up a 9-year
Allegedly,
old.
right?
Hold on, no, this is facts. 9-year old in Florida was charged with stabbing his 5-year-old sister. So far it's not 13. They can get your ass at 9. Now let's see if we can find someone a
Okay.
little younger than that. So far, 9 is the youngest.
No, the thing is,
Okay.
you have to. It has to be proven that you knew what you were doing. If they can prove that in
Premeditated?
the court, that you can be charged. No, not premeditated. That you just knew what the outcome will be if you were doing this act. That's what they go off on. If it's a young
Okay.
child.
I think they would charge your parents of that shit. I could be wrong.
No,
I don't.
no, not your parents. If it's proven, I've read up on this. If it's proven that you knew that was going to be the result of what you were doing, you can be charged.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
so
if
we.
they mind mature enough, if they mind mature enough, if that person individual is capable and mature enough to carry out that and know, be conscious. That's what they really be focused on. Are you
Yeah,
conscious? You was conscious of what you was doing and you knew it was wrong and stuff. Like that
yeah.
individual is old enough to know right between wrong and stuff in certain cases.
So where we at? 9 at the youngest. Keep going, Hood.
All right, now he was 9 was the youngest charged, convicted and sent to prison for life. The youngest ever was 14.
Mm, damn, that kind of throw some shit in the That kind of throw some shit in the pot. So y'all 9 was the youngest, but charged and sent to
Not
prison was 15. Correct?
right. And then I see multiple stories of 12 and 13-year-olds charged with capital murder, first degree murder, but I don't know if it was conviction on those.
Mm,
But 9 is the
I
youngest
don't
ever
know.
charged, and 14 was the youngest ever sentenced to life.
Convicted.
Right.
I think
Now,
we should just go with 9. I mean, unless we
if
see
I
something else.
type in felony, it might be younger than that.
Type it in. Let's see. The youngest
Because
you can catch a felony.
you could be charged but not convicted.
Yeah, true.
Right. Now, the youngest ever arrested was 4 years old. God damn.
Damn, they arrested
What?
4 years old.
Yep. The youngest kid
What
That's
ever
we?
arrested was
crazy.
4 years
What the
old.
4-year-old charged with? What the 4 years old charged with? Murder?
It says the youngest kid ever arrested was in Florida and was 4 years old. Believe it or not, the Hallandale Beach second grader handcuffed and arrested this month for allegedly punching a boy and trying to steal his bike are not the youngest ever arrested in Florida. Oh, he's not the youngest ever arrested in Florida? What the fuck?
Oh Lord, see,
They
that goes back
they
to tell
saying
you
he
what we
not the
talked about the
youngest.
other day.
Right, go
See,
ahead.
that goes about what we chopped it up on your page the other day, bro, about them Florida charges. Remember I tell you? Remember we were chopping it up and I told you how them shits be riding in Florida. They play no games down in the South. But go ahead.
Right.
You said that was not the youngest charge.
That's what I
Damn.
just read. It said he wasn't the youngest. It
And
says
how
he was
old was
trying to
he
steal bike.
again?
He was 4. Now, if I
Man,
can
that
pull up
shit
the story
ridiculous.
on
See
this,
that?
let me pull up the story and find out what's going on. Hold on.
Yeah. That Florida ain't no hold down there. That's why old girl over there fucking with academics with that gun. Remember we was chopping it up about that?
Mm-hmm.
And that chump ass nigga told my he trying to fight Freddie Gibbs in a boxing match for $1 million. Did you see that?
Man, that nigga soft as
Academics.
baloney.
Word. But go ahead, man. Yeah, let's get to the strip.
I'm about to put it on the screen real
That's
fast. And I got a
crazy.
couple other videos on the show
People
Y'all
you.
go
remember
on
that one school shooting and them boys? I think they were 10. They was charged with murder.
Oh wow. What was that one at?
I don't know. It was 2 boys though who did it. They was friends, and they went and they hid out in the bushes. I think in school, and they just started shooting the kids when they was walking out of the school.
Damn, man, I don't know what this world coming to, man. Our youth in trouble.
Like 4 or 5 of them died. This is some years ago though.
Oh,
I forget where it was. I gotta look it up.
It says the Orange County tot, not yet in kindergarten, was the youngest of a group of 5 children arrested on felony burglary and misdemeanor criminal mischief charges for breaking into and vandalizing a neighbor's shed in August 2010. Palm Beach County youngest arrestee was 5,
Palm
accused of
Beach.
arrested of sexual misdeeds with a friend. Broward was 6, collar for throwing a rock at a car. Miami-Dade youngest was a 100-pound 8-year-old, was accused of threatening another child with a foot-long butcher knife. They had a fight over a basketball game.
Wow. I'm gonna tell you on game, they're gonna flip motherfuckers in Broward County and 305. What's the other county? You said Broward County. They gonna flip. They be trying to
Right.
take young black brothers
Now look,
out down
when a
there. Go ahead, gang.
4-year-old got arrested, he had his homies with him, 6, 8, 9, and 11, and they all was arrested. So at 4, he had a little crew already. Wow. Plantation police in April arrested a 6-year-old for vandalism charge after a driver on Hattiesville reported hearing a thump. Well, that's the little boy that threw the rock at the car. Yep. So 4 and 5 they getting arrested now. They getting charged or being found guilty is a whole different thing, y'all. But let's get back to some of these other videos I got for y'all. If I get the fuck up out of here.
Man, these kids
But
crazy.
yeah, man, I'm sorry.
Let's keep in mind when you. Go ahead, gang.
No, go ahead, my nigga.
This show gang. Go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all I want to say real quick, man. Let's remember, you know what I'm saying? Florida is the South, and they quick to take us blacks and our black youth out. Let's not forget, Florida is the South, and the South still remains the same after all these years. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say that. They love to fuck up the black community. They'll charge up. Go ahead, gang.
Let's see what's going on with this motherfucker right here.
I ain't gonna cut you off no more.
You all good.
This nigga on, man. Kill that nigga, man. Kill that nigga and his wife. Load him up against the wall.
Get the fuck moving.
Oh,
Shut
the
up
video?
and go. I just fucking said I am, bitch. Walk away. None of you are gonna do shit. Fucking move. You're not gonna do a goddamn thing. I'll fucking crush all of you. Get the fuck out of here. Shut up. Once you calm down. Are you on?
He said, "What you calm
I
down?"
can get violent with you because you're a guy. You know how to fuck with us.
These motherfuckers pickled. I look like my red truck slid through. What the fuck they on?
Call the police, please.
What that gang? They in Florida?
Call the police. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh,
my
I missed it.
God.
I missed it. Run it back. Run it back, Hood. What are you doing?
Are you okay?
Run it back,
You
Hood.
can't see it,
Man,
though.
Hood,
You
run
just
that
see it
shit
hit the
back,
ground.
man.
You can't see it. You just hear the nigga hit the ground.
Oh my God! Are you okay? Oh my God! Oh my God! Call the police. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my God! 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 Are you okay?
That's fucked up.
Oh my God! Are you okay?
What that tag say? What that tag say, Hood? What did that tag say?
I don't know.
What? My bad, my nigga. That shit crazy. Niggas
shit.
is tripping out here.
Oh, crazy ass white boy, man.
Word
That
up,
shit
word up,
crazy.
man. I'm telling you, man. That's why they
Hey,
be getting
but
knocked the fuck off.
hey, old boy did run in back of him and stuff when he was walking away, so he just hit him, gave him one time.
I think he got punched in his shit. That's what I think behind the car where we couldn't see. He got knocked the fuck out. That's what I think.
Oh yeah, you could hear the punch.
Yeah, when no shots
Yeah,
fired.
he fired on that nigga. It was night, nigga.
Yeah,
Dude,
but you
like he could have had
progressive.
gray. He could have had great hair, or like he was an older dude.
You progressive. The fight ain't got no hands, man.
What's her girl name in here? What's her name?
Victoria.
Hey, Victoria, what's your what you think about it? What do you think went on in that situation?
With the white guy.
Yeah, he
I don't
got
know.
punched.
He
He got punched.
obviously. I
Somebody
wouldn't fuck
jawed his
with
ass.
him the way he was sounding. I wouldn't fuck with him. He sounded like he had a bad day. You know, I'll just keep it moving.
Said a bad
Like my
day.
bad.
Damn.
You know, let me get in my car.
All right, y'all.
You'll
We're gonna
never
tap into
know.
this. We're gonna tap into
What
this
the
next
fuck is
video, but
this?
yeah, check this shit out.
Hood Key, what the fuck is this, Hood? You keep some crazy content, gang. Yeah, we gotta do better. Oh my God. What the fuck they doing, Hood? What
What
they
you
doing,
guys
Hood?
just witnessed was the mother was whooping her son at this amusement park event or a carnival or whatever, and I guess he felt embarrassed, so he started fighting her back. Your mama whoop your ass at
Oh
an amusement
wow.
park. You fighting her back, my nigga, or you taking that L and just dealing with the embarrassment?
I'm gonna take that L, and I ain't never gonna hit my motherfucking mama. I don't give a fuck. I'm taking the
Crazy
Real
L.
out
nigga
your
shit.
head.
I don't give a fuck. I
Real
don't give a
nigga
fuck
shit.
where I'm at. I ain't never hit my mama back. Shit. I'm gonna take it as a loss. I'm like, damn, I must have did something crazy. Then I'm gonna talk to my mom like, come on, mom, we had this how you want to do it. Like we couldn't go to
I
the
body slammed
bathroom
my
or
mama.
something. Damn. Bet you
Well, your
did.
mama different
Everybody
though. She
slam
had
your
you
mom.
eating worms and shit, so
Yeah,
she
I had
deserved it,
lost
man.
my mind when I was 18 and she was I body slammed her.
Well, don't ever do that again. For
No,
real.
I will. If she does that
Your
to me,
days are
I
gonna be
will.
numbered.
Nah, you be quiet. Your day is gonna be numbered. You don't know. You don't know my story.
Okay.
Keep that over there.
You correct. You
She
correct.
deserve it.
You correct. What you think about that,
Damn.
huh? Would you ever do your mom?
I would
Would you?
hope not to ever have to. I hope I would listen to you. I would hope to never have to do no shit like that. But in situations
For
dealing with
real.
my
You know.
own life or harm, in
Mm-hmm.
those situations I would have no choice. But I would definitely
Right.
hope that would be my last fucking option.
It's
If I could
result.
walk away, that's
Yeah.
mom's. I'm walking away. But honestly,
I
if
mean,
mom's
yeah.
got a
That's what
weapon
I would
and
do.
I ain't
I
got
would
no
walk
other
away.
choice, then he got to do what he got to do. I damn sure ain't eat no
Mm.
bugs and none of that little weird shit. Mama got me fucked up. So I can see why
No
Vicky
doubt. No doubt.
probably
I could dig it.
exploded. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah,
People was
like
cold out
trying
here
to
in this world,
embarrass
my
me
nigga.
and step.
Everybody
They want to
ain't
step
got
on
the
me in
same
front
type
of a
of
million
mama, my
people.
nigga. One
Y'all
thing I
thinking,
learned in this
oh,
world,
worship your mama's feet. And we
That's
did, and
real,
she
Hood.
did us
That's real,
dirty
Hood.
for it. Fuck
one
that.
thing I
Everybody ain't got the
learned is
same type of mom.
everybody,
That's real.
everybody ain't got the same type of mom, and some of these mamas is wrong, my nigga. And again, I'm not justifying whooping her
Right.
ass, but hey, depending on
Right.
certain situations and what's going on, mama might have to get tapped, depending on what it is. But it's definitely a last fucking option,
Man,
though, for
Hood.
real.
I walk. I just leave. I just leave. I take that embarrassment. But I didn't.
Right.
No.
I
You
didn't so
guys
be.
don't know.
I just be on her ass, like, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors, like,
I
yo,
mean, I've got the unlit cigarette in my hand, and I said to
I
myself,
Oh,
mean,
but definitely
that's
as a
how I
kid,
feel.
though, I ain't doing shit. No, I get you, but if
Right.
mama come at you with a knife or some hot grease, nigga, you got to do something.
Oh yeah, mom gotta
Yeah,
fall.
that's
Mom gotta
that's
fall back.
different. That's
Mom gotta
different.
fall
So
back. Mom gotta fall back.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
If your mom
Now,
is
anything
dragging you
other than
across
that,
the
she
floor,
good.
ripping out your hair,
yeah.
what would you do? Just ripping it
You
out
can't even
by the
compare that.
shreds for fun.
Yeah. Till
Damn.
Yeah,
hot grease get
yeah.
thrown on your nice and shit. I think that was an embarrassment. Just like I keep going back to this. Just like old girl got embarrassed and went to pulling out bangers. It was a form of embarrassment. But
I got a
I feel
grandma
like if
like
that was
that,
my
nigga.
mama,
She'll throw hot water on you, hot grease, pull out her gun, nigga. You like, hold
yeah,
on. I love
my
you,
mom
big
get
boy.
busy
Stop
too.
playing
She
with that
from
shit.
Vegas. Mm.
Yeah, my
My mom
grandma
get
from
busy
Texas,
too, for
but
real, for real.
right, she one of the ones you gotta
Yeah,
watch her ass. But let's go ahead and check out this next video
we
though.
got.
I want you to pull up. I want you to pull up.
Oh, this nigga got
Please
banged
pull up.
out. They pulled up
Watch
on
your back.
gang, slapped him in the
Nobody's
face.
behind me, brother. What's up, nigga?
I thought he ain't know me.
Hey, shit.
I thought he ain't know me.
Watch this,
On
hood.
blood, nigga. I ain't
Ain't
worried
no
about
on blood
shit.
nothing. I thought he ain't know me.
You
That's
not
his op.
blood. You
I
not
thought he ain't know.
blood.
I thought he ain't
You
know
not
me.
blood gang.
I
I
thought he.
I
Show
seen
me
that
I ain't
shit.
blood.
I thought he
Show
ain't
me
know
I ain't
me.
blood. Show me I ain't.
Bam. That's crazy.
What the fuck?
This is
Yo.
capping this shit. You see that shit, hood?
Hell yeah, I see it.
I seen that shit too. That shit hit my phone.
No, wait, was that one of the niggas that was already here? Or did that nigga run in? I didn't see that part.
Hey, what you want to know, hood? The nigga was.
Hey, pull up. Hey, man, on grim. Hey,
He dropped his
go.
location.
Go.
He dropped his location and dropped his
Hey, pull up. On
Yeah,
Vegas,
niggas
fuck.
pulled up on him. Why he was on live?
Hey, get the fuck away. Hey, Terry, come on. Get your ass beat up, bitch. Man, all that raw ass shit,
That's him.
nigga.
That's him right there. That's him
Somebody
right there,
else
hood.
man, better quit playing for our burn his ass, man.
Oh,
Stop
you just got
playing
knocked
with
the
me.
fuck out.
Quit
You just got
playing with
knocked
me
the
for
fuck
our
out.
burn his ass, man.
These
Quit
niggas
playing.
burnt out.
Stop playing.
Wow.
Online forfeit. Nigga, online fucking with that nigga. Quit fucking playing with that
Boy.
man, we put on this. Who phone is this?
Hood, if I'm not mistaken, that's the same nigga got jaw when he dropped his location and telling niggas to pull up. Niggas smacked the shit out of him. He ran to the car. Then he get back online telling niggas to pull up. What kind of shit is that? I seen the shit, hood. I seen that shit, gang. I was like, these niggas pickled, nigga.
Hey, but like, how you
nigga.
not know who your ops is, bro? Like, how you not know that was your ops, my nigga, when
He
you
knew.
just talking?
The nigga was in the phone.
Go ahead. He knew. Them niggas pulled up on him. He dropped his location. The niggas pulled up on him. Like, okay, you over there, let's say the part and just for ballpark figures. Okay, this where you at. Yeah, we pull up on you. Bam, hit you in your face while you on live. Then you run to your car and then get back on live and talk about pull up. Crazy, man. Yeah, I had seen that shit too. Like, niggas be picking. I seen that shit. What content looking like out there, hood?
You said what?
What content looking out there? Like, it's been a minute since I've been out to Cali, man. You know, I got plugs in Cali and shit. But I've been out there in Vegas. That's the last time I flew to the coast.
It's a lot better than what
The
it
hub
used
city,
to be,
ain't it?
my nigga. Hell yeah, it's a lot better than what it used to
No
be.
doubt.
I mean,
I want to go to Cali.
Yeah, right. Shut up. You already know don't play with me. Like, do not play with me.
Cut it to it.
Let's check out this last video before I get up out of here.
It's cutting up everywhere. What the fuck was that? Somebody webcam? Door cam? He's acting crazy everywhere. What's going on? That's crazy. Hey Hub, hey Hub, my nigga. I want to show you, but I don't know how to really control this shit, gang. But I really want to, show you how motherfuckers is acting up here in my city, man. Whenever you get a chance and do some content, man. It's called what was that? A massacre over here in Toledo. I'm in Ohio right now. You dig what I'm saying? Them niggas. It was 4th of July. Them niggas
Right.
ran through this little party and shit, man. I want you to pull up the content on YouTube. 4th of July massacre in Toledo, man. It was not
Well,
too
look,
far away from me.
send me the link through Instagram, and I'll check it out, and then I'll definitely tap into it to see what's going on with that
Yeah,
shit.
it was a massacre, man. It was a massacre, man. It was crazy as fuck, man. They had firecrackers. Well, I'm gonna send you the link because I want to, put too much on your shit. But I really want you to look into it. What's your IG name, gang?
Everything's the same, my nigga. The hood on lock.
Hold on, lock straight like that. I'm gonna send you that
Everything
content,
the
man. I
same,
want
my
you to pull
nigga.
that up on your page.
For
That
sure, I
shit crazy
appreciate
as
it.
fuck.
Well, look though,
No doubt,
I've
no
been on
doubt.
here almost.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. What you about to say?
I said, man, I fucks with you. I fucks with your page. I fuck with your channel. Like I be at work and I have my beats on and shit. And you
Mm-hmm.
give me that West Coast feel, man. And it been a minute since I've been out there in Cali and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this nigga Hood remind me of my family out there and shit. Shout out to San Bernardino, Pasadena. I mean,
Right.
this one chick Hood, I ain't gonna take up too much of your time, gang. I know you got bigger fish to fry.
Go
Like
ahead,
I was
man.
chopping it up, and the bitch gonna try to tell me that Rancho Cucamonga, and I'm telling the bitch a part of my things that I know: the Cali, Ontario, Pasadena, West Covina, Upton, Victorville. This bitch gonna tell me that I'm from some bum ass part of California. I said, look, bitch, understand me and understand me well. I'm not on here to motherfucking glorify about what type of LA is popping and what type of Cali is popping and what type of Cali is not. But what I'm not gonna let you do is disrespect the parts of Cali that I know that I'm familiar with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause Cali is Cali to me. I mean Oakland and shit. Shout out to the Bay Area. These are the parts that I know, gang. I just want to say that. You know what I'm saying? And I fucks with you, my nigga, for real, for real.
As
And
always,
I
my
see how
nigga.
to I see how to send the chats and shit. I'm gonna get my own channel going on. So my son know all about this shit, right? He's a YouTuber, but
Mm-hmm.
he's underage right now, so I'm not gonna shoot him out. He be doing the Fortnite shit and things of that nature. But
Right.
big shout out to you, my nigga. I fucks with your page, my nigga. I love the content. I be doing my work. I'm like this nigga Hood be talking that shit for real. And one thing that you don't be doing, I mean, you give your shout outs but you don't be begging. You don't be begging. Like a lot of these bloggers, they be begging for shit. You know what I'm saying? Let a motherfucker do his content. If you like it, if you fuck with it, then fuck with it. Ain't nobody finna
Right.
be doing all that. You know what I'm saying, my nigga?
Well, I
But
definitely
yeah, go ahead.
appreciate you
I'm done. I'm
watching.
done, my nigga.
I definitely appreciate you tapping in, watching, my nigga, and saluting the
For
nigga.
sure, my nigga.
And I'm gonna send that back to you always. You know, you're welcome at the Hood Unlock, and I hope to see you next show, folks.
Straight like that, folks.
All
You
right,
out?
holla at you. SL, man. Go ahead and give us your final thoughts on some of this bullshit, man, before I get up out of here.
And I think he did enough talking for all of us, bro. We good, gang.
Well, what's good with you folks? Definitely hope you tap in next show, nigga, and I'll definitely holler at you then.
West.
Wes, Vicky.
Hey.
Go ahead and give your final thoughts and tell them where they can find you at.
Okay, people in the chat acting like I'm some type of demon child because I body slammed my mom. First off, I wish I could have did more. Secondly,
Wow.
you don't know anyone's situation. So, I could have been very much dealing with the situation that the mom done dragged her kid in the car type of shit. Y'all don't know. The fuck? Respect your moms, black queens. They don't be acting like it. But
Oh,
anyways,
shit,
you
girl.
can
You need
find
some
me
therapy, boy.
on Instagram at VictoriaTodd_2020 or Facebook at Victoria Todd.
If that niggas want to follow you after you just had your little psychiatric rant, girl. God
Sometimes
damn.
niggas like crazy.
Maybe they do, man. But I just appreciate you tapping in, man. You be safe, and I'll holler at you later.
All right.
All right. As always, I want to show my appreciation to everybody in the chat. Audio Crack Soldier, Janice, I believe, or Janice. I hope I'm saying it right. Vicky SL, Doghouse, G Wayne, Who else is there? Well, he ain't got no name, so you know who he is. Blah, blah, blah. Miss Goldie, as always. Who else came? Linda, Mr. 33 came to the motherfucking building. Joe wasn't cool. West for my nigga. Let's see. I don't want to miss nobody. James, appreciate you tapping in. Starting to see James over here a lot, so I definitely appreciate bro popping up. Miss Howard, my fam bam, my nigga SL, and everybody else in the motherfucking bushes watching. I'm gonna continue to keep bringing y'all good content. I'm gonna continue to show that the hood cares about people, not just a check and celebrity. I do appreciate all my members, those that got memberships, no matter what level it is. I appreciate everyone who has donated to me and my channel directly. I appreciate you too. Let's keep pushing forward, y'all, because with you guys' support, it's just a matter of time before other people start catching on and the channel just explodes. And at that point, I'll be making the kind of money that I can give back to you, my ride or dies and my viewers. Y'all be safe, and I love y'all. I am CNCO Official. I'd like to welcome you motherfuckers to the hood on lot. I'll see y'all motherfuckers next time. Peace. What's up? I'm Rocco the Singer, and I'd like to welcome you to the hood on lot. King of content.